Hi there. I wanted to come on and talk about passive income because passive income is a term that has been used so loosely, overused, not used correctly. Yeah, I wanted to come on and talk about that passive income because I feel like we have been told so many lies about passive income that it's not cracked or it's cracked up to be. So let's talk about them. Three lies. I'm going to go over three lies doctors and medical professionals are being told on a consistent basis about passive income. So the first one is that passive income is passive. It's a lie. It's not passive. They lie to you. Passive income is not passive at all. Passive income may be semi-passive, but it's not passive at all. And you, I'm saying that someone who invests aggressively, and I have been as investing heavily for years, and I also teach doctors about multiple streams of income and debt repayment. And I'm telling you, passive income is not passive. Again, it's semi passive, but it's not passive. It's a lie that has been told way too many times. And again, there is no such thing as passive income at the beginning. At the end, maybe, because it's your destination passive income. But at the beginning, if they tell you, oh, put this money and in, I don't know, in a year, this is what you're going to get. No, passive income is not passive. It's a lie. And I know it's gonna bother some people, but it's true. So why do I say it's a lie? It's because you need money to invest. You need active money. You need to be actively working to make money to invest. You need money to buy the rental property. You need money to buy the business. You need money to fund the syndication. You need money to start the business. How is that passive? You need active money to invest. That's not passive at all. And again, that means that you have to show up to work. You have to see patients. You have to take calls. You have to grind pretty much. You have to go to the surgical center. You have to, if you're a dentist, keep drilling. Like it's active income is needed. That's pretty much the foundation of everything. So you need active income. You have to be actively working to have semi passive income. But some people might be like, but I have the money there. Um, it's an inheritance. They might say it's an inheritance. I don't have to work for it. The money's right here. Then it takes active time. Then it takes time because you have to learn, you have to research, you have to vet the deals, you have to manage, you have to monitor, you have to make decisions. How is that passive? That's very active to me. And again, if you're not doing any of those things, by the way, you are gambling because you have to learn. You have to spend hours taking courses, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, webinars. It takes time to learn, to research, to really know if it's a good deal to invest in. How is that passive? It's very, very active at first, at the beginning. Again, passive income is the outcome of active effort because it's so much effort that you have to make. And again, passive income, it's not a starting point, it's a destination. You're trying to get there. Okay, so I don't so I'm trying to have you change your mindset to think that passive income is passive at the beginning. No, it's not. Passive income is not passive, it's semi-passive. So stop chasing passive income whenever you hear about investments or wealth building. Don't chase passive income. You can chase multiple streams of income, but you really have to realize that you have to maximize your active income, protect it, and then learn strategies that you can use to have cash flowing assets that can lead you to passive income. I hope you guys get that because it's so important to understand that first lie so you don't fall for the second lie, which is when they tell you, oh, this investment guarantees returns. No, nothing is, first of all, nothing is guaranteed in life. First, hi, Julie. How are you, sac passe? uh, Doctors are number one target for Ponzi schemes, AI trading bots, because now AI is everywhere. So they're gonna try and get your money somehow. WhatsApp, oh my gosh, WhatsApp VIP investment group. Sometimes you just drop a link in some any groups, and then you might be new to investing. It might look interesting the way they word it, and you click on the link, and then before you know it, you're investing in, yeah, and it's not even a good investment. Do your due diligence. Again, stick with what has worked. for decades, centuries now, the stock market, real estate investing, and business ownership. And real estate investing is, to everybody who knows that, who knows me or has heard me talk before, I always say real estate is my, I love real estate. It has made millions of millionaires. And so again, the first lie is that passive income is passive. That's a lie. Second is that whenever they tell you that this investment guarantees returns, no. Actually, when you invest in something, you can be almost guaranteed to lose some money. And that's why they say that investment is a risk. If you're not ready to lose the money, don't invest. That's why you need to have your emergency fund. There's so many things that need to be in place first before you invest. Yes, I know. I know. You just wanna, you get your first paycheck. You don't have 3 to 6 months, I mean, of living expenses saved up yet, but you just wanna invest. Steps, baby steps. There's some steps that needs to be taken, that have to be taken first, so you don't get burned. Okay. Hi, Dr. K. Good to see you. And so the third lie, and I said I was gonna go over three lies today. There's so many, but the three major ones that I keep saying. So again, the first one is passive income is passive. The second one is that this investment guarantees returns when they say that. And the third one is real estate investment syndication. When they tell you that it's a safe, hands off wealth building tool, it's not. And I know so many people are gonna be mad when I say that, but if you have invested in syndication like I have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, some real estate syndication deals are very good. They go beautifully, everything goes well, but some of them are not. And I know it's gonna make some people uncomfortable, but it's the truth. Unfortunately, doctors and medical professionals, they are target for in the industry for stuff like this. You're a high income earner, you qualify as an accredited investor, and you might be too busy to read all of those fine prints. And then you have 25,000, 50,000, whatever it is, just laying there that you don't know where to invest in. And then you see that ad or a friend that says like, oh, invest in syndication. And then you, without really doing your due diligence, you invest in the deal. And one thing that they tell you sometimes is, oh, you don't have to worry about clogged toilets. You don't have to be collecting rents from tenants and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about tenants, which sounds good. Like, oh, I don't want to do any of that. But what they don't tell you is that you have literally zero control over the deal. They literally call you limited partner, meaning it kind of sounds fancy, but you're limited as far as what you can do, what you can say. You don't have zero control. Again, I haven't mentioned those things, so I know you have zero control over the deal, over the type of loan is being used. You do not know. And usually for syndication deals is you put 50, 25, 50, or 100K, whatever you want. And then after that, every quarter, usually they will give you disbursement or profits. And then after the, sometimes after 5, 6 years, depending on what the terms are, you get your money back. But sometimes you do not. For example, perfect example, hundreds of syndication deals sent that happened around 2021 to 2023. So many doctors were investing in that because some of them were furloughed during COVID and they just wanted some extra income. And of course, when people come to you and say, like, oh, just give me 25K, 50K, or 100K, you're gonna get that money back and then some. You're like, okay, here. And what happened though, a few years ago is that those deals sank, literally collapsed when the interest rates started to go up. And what some syndication deal or dealers would say, oh, send us another 50K, send us another 25K if you want to stay in the game, or if you want your money back, stuff like that. And some doctors literally didn't have the money, and some other doctors are like, I'm not gonna give you more of my money. And some doctors ended up losing the money. They ended up losing the whole investment. And a lot of doctors, very high income earner doctors like surgeons, whatever, they would invest in multiple syndication deals, and lose several investments. Do you see how much money that is? Money that was supposed to go in down payment for houses, money that was supposed to go to our student loans, or you name it. Do your due diligence, not just a Zoom call, a some paperwork that they send, or just because a friend from church or your pastor or doctor invested in a deal that you should invest in it. Do your due diligence, because if you don't, that's literally gambling. And I mean, do you, I, do you remember how hard you have to work to get to the point where you are to just have your medical, dental, pharmacy degree, from your pharmacy degree, your doctorate, the board exams? Like what? No, don't just give your money away like that without doing your due diligence. No, no, don't do that. Again, the three lies: passive income is passive. The second one is when they tell you that it's guaranteed results or guaranteed returns with an investment. And the third one is that syndication deals are safe, hands off wealth building tools. Again, don't get me wrong, some of them are, but some of them are not. Okay, so let me say that about syndication. Syndication deals are all about how you invest in them. You have to do your due diligence. It's all not all about putting giving your money like that. And let me say this too. Let me add this. Some people have financial advisors or financial planners, and where they can invest for you, they're trained to do that. That's a great deal. But don't just give them your money blindly and don't know what they're investing in. They should be able to teach you. You should be able to understand clearly what they invest in. And by the way, if you want more financial insights about debt repayment, wealth building, real estate, stock market, whatever it is, money related, sign up to join hundreds of physicians, dentists, and pharmacists, and vets as well, um, who are elevating their finances. I'm going to drop the newsletter link in the comment section and join us. And again, the truth hurts a little bit because I think that a lot of us we want that passive income, but again, passive income can become passive, but it's gonna take decades. It's gonna take decades. It's gonna take a while to get to that point. Kind of like compound interest, it takes a while to get there, years, decades. So again, trust your gut feeling, because sometimes when you see something about a group chat or ad, whatever it is, sometimes you have that little feeling that tells you like, oh, I don't know about that. And see, that's another reason to join the Doctors Out of Debt community. Send me your DM. We're gonna start the Doctors Wealth Circle very soon, and we're gonna invite medical professionals as well to join, so we can talk about stuff like that, okay, and elevate your finances. And if we've never met, I'm Dr. Caroline Clarisme. I'm a dentist, and I also help doctors and medical professionals to have multiple streams of income and get out of debt. Until next time, bye.